stiff limbs, just like I said, cold weather. Hello, my YouTube following. Has been something, as you can tell based on my title here, a minor niggle that I've been trying to, I don't know, get my head around and overcome with regards to my drum setup since pretty much the acquisition of my Roland TD25KV. Before I tell you anything about that, I want to reflect back to my Tama Swingstar, which I had ages ago, which you've seen pictures of before. Primarily my auxiliary hi-hat, which is what I personally call it anyway, which was like a closed hi-hat system I had on the right side of my kit, or more centered in this particular configuration anyway, and this kind of allowed me to actually do more sort of like dynamic patterns, I guess you could say, on the hi-hat or the snare drum, as an example here in my drum cover of The Hollow by A Perfect Circle. I mean, it goes without saying that the Gibraltar rack system that I had on my Tama Swingstar is considerably bigger and more extensive in size than the rack system I have for my Roland kit, even after having incorporated my old Session Pro kit onto it with that rack system as well. I mean, simply because the electronic drums are smaller in size than acoustic drums, but because of the way I have to play, as you've seen in my previous drum covers, I have to hold my right hand constantly with my left in order to just keep it controlled throughout playing a song. So this right here is the only way I'm able to play using the hi-hat. I don't blame you guys at all if you've no idea what I'm talking about, because I mean, this is a personal issue of mine, which I've been trying to overcome and sort out, but this is an example right here of how my technique can differentiate between using the hi-hat and the ride cymbal. it's because the ride cymbal is on the right side of the kit. I'm able to do these particular drum beats, which I'm unable to do with my primary hi-hat because it's on the left. So even though I can do more like dynamic beats using the hi-hat and incorporating my double bass pedal, I'm unable to do more kind of dynamic kind of patterns on this snare drum. And it's all very well being able to do this on the ride cymbal, but I'd love to be able to do these kind of dynamic patterns on the hi-hat as well, which is where the auxiliary hi-hat comes in. Stiff limbs, just like I said, cold weather. So, as you've seen on my acoustic kit, I had my auxiliary hi-hat just underneath the ride cymbal on the right side of the kit, and I have had actually an auxiliary hi-hat on the right side of the kit incorporating the Session Pro. The problem was that, as I've spoken about before, with regards to the China cymbal, it's way over to the far right, and it's also due to the size of the rack system as well. The placement of where the auxiliary hi-hat on my Roland currently was until a couple of days ago, it was pretty kind of like inaccessible for me to actually utilize, because I kind of needed it more sort of parallel with the snare drum in order to be able to use it, and it was simply just too far over to the right to be able to utilize it, unfortunately. So I had to come up with an idea to try and bring it closer to the ride cymbal, and I hadn't actually thought it was feasible. I hadn't really kind of given it a second thought, to be honest, because I actually liked the configuration I had. It worked very well, but the only glitch was I wasn't able to use my auxiliary hi-hat. So what I ended up doing was simply replacing, with regards to position, I think it was Piccolo snare drum, the one that was right beside the floor tom, the Roland floor tom, and I just put the auxiliary hi-hat where that initially was and moved that to where the auxiliary hi-hat used to be. So now it is somewhat closer to where I used to have my auxiliary hi-hat on my acoustic kit, it's still not perfectly positioned, but it's the closest I can actually get to the configuration I had with my Tama Swing Star. Once again, because of the size of the rack, I'm unable to have the configuration I had with the acoustic kit. But at least now I can actually use it within a song, and it's nice now to actually be able to do that. And as for the two drums that are now, as you can see, to the far right, I mean, I don't really use them that frequently anyway. So I mean, it's not that big a deal, to be honest. This video today was primarily just to explain why the secondary hi-hat was effectively so important to me to actually be able to use, and I'm just glad now that I've been able to figure that out, and I can actually finally use it again, which is great. So yeah, within my next few drum covers, whatever they may be, I should be able to use that now. The next one I have in mind, which I won't tell you what it is, but I've already got it sorted. I'll either do that later on today or tomorrow. I'll most definitely be using that, which is cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Anyway, thanks for watching, and excuse me, I'll catch you later. Cheers guys, take care.